Aunt Carla here, and in this video I want to talk about the Uncommonplace Book. I've been talking about it a lot but not really getting into it, so let me get into it now because I invented it and no one knows about it if I don't tell you, right? So I want to talk about what it is, where it comes from, and why it might just be the most important magical tool in your transformation, possibly even your favorite. So let's start with the original Commonplace Book. There was a thing called the Commonplace Book, and for centuries, philosophers, writers, and scientists, they kept these curated notebooks of wisdom. Thinkers like John Locke, Isaac Newton, later Ralph Waldo Emerson, they used them to collect quotes, observations, and insights from books, lectures, and life. And the purpose was simple but powerful: to create a personal anthology of knowledge, a tool to reflect, to connect ideas and spark new ones. Let's say like an old version of Pinterest or even Notion, a Notion document, a place to keep all of your ideas, but it's old school. The other purpose of these notebooks, the philosopher, artist, scientist, they would write down the things that they learned, and they would express themselves, and they would take the information that they learned and they would talk about what that meant to them, if it resonated with them, if it didn't resonate with them. And they discovered new ways to think based on this information that caught their attention in their travels. Now, you may have heard of other kinds of creative notebooks. There's the junk journal, especially if you've been on Etsy. It's like a playful, messy book full of scraps and ephemera. People use it like a scrapbook, or they put pictures of things that they've done, or even receipts. It's just like whatever catches their attention. That's one. There's also an art journal that's filled with sketches, paintings, colors, and textures. If you're also an artist, you probably have some kind of art journal where you keep your sketches or you swatch your paint colors, and that's also quite valid. There's also a grimoire, which is a witch's record of spells, rituals, and magical correspondences. It's used as a reference guide, whereas we might have a book of shadows for the day-to-day. And each has its own purpose and flavor. But the Uncommonplace Book, it borrows from all of these, and then it becomes something more. The Uncommonplace Book is not a scrapbook of random days or a notebook of favorite quotes. It's a curated record of your becoming. Every page, whether you paint or draw or collage or write, it is all in service to your transformation. So inside you might put notes from a podcast or a book that reinforces your new identity. You might print out memes that you see online and paste that in there. You might have quotes from a celebrity. You might have manifestation scripts. You might write your ideal day. You might collect archetypes that you want to embody. The Uncommonplace Book is where you place proof and reminders that the life that you want is possible, and it's happening. The Uncommonplace Book is not just where you dream. It's where you train your mind and your spirit to recognize yourself as the person that you're becoming. And the magic of the Uncommonplace Book is this: over time, it becomes evidence. Evidence of the version of you that you already stepped into when you made your decision. Evidence that you have done hard things before and that you can do them again in another area of life. So it's not just a notebook. It's a vision book of shadows, a grimoire of transformation. So think of it like this. A Commonplace Book was a curated notebook of wisdom that helped thinkers collect, organize, and interact with the ideas shaping their lives. And an Uncommonplace Book is a curated notebook of wisdom that helps magicians collect, organize, and interact with the ideas shaping their transformation. Your Uncommonplace book, it becomes a living grimoire of becoming, part journal, part vision book, part book of shadows. It's not about perfection. It's about capturing the sparks, the symbols, and the stories that move you toward your chosen archetype, towards your desired outcome. So if you're joining us in the Great Witch Lock-In, just grab a simple composition book and start. Don't wait for it to be perfect. Let it grow with you. We'll be decorating it and enhancing it, and I have a lot of prompts for you. Because this isn't about collecting little scraps of paper. This is about recording and becoming. And if you want more, sign up for the Great Witch Lock-In at redsoulflower.com/lock. Because you are magic.